EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, well, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys and themselves. Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining. Prescott looks to throw on first. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago and threw the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit, because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Here's Pollard again. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Prescott now. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk to his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. Prescott, he's going to change things up here. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Prescott now on second down. Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. After 7-0 on EA Sports. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now a man who played high school ball here in LaGrange, Texas, J.K. Dobbins. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now Jackson on 1st down. Yet again, targeting and fighting Mark Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Here's Jackson. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's taken down inside the 30. To throw again is Jackson. It's caught by Aguilar. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. This complete left side to Aguilar. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing is Jackson. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. From 13 yards out. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. Now a hit and a loose football, and it's picked up by the Ravens, and they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Jackson. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he is going to lose yardage here. John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins from 13 yards out. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Off the play fake, Prescott. That is caught. Brandon Cooks. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks, 74 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jackson. Flush to his right. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Here's Jackson to throw. Rolling to his right. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now it's Jackson. This is caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Jackson now. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Kevontae Turpin now to return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
The tight end in motion right. Here's Prescott. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. To throw is Prescott. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
This is our time. Our time.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. They set up the screen to Hill. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Looking to throw. Jackson. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later. As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
That's caught out wide by Cooks. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
First down, Prescott escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw taken in there by Cooks. Touchdown, Cowboys! Brandon Cooks with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get in for the score. And that's going to cut the lead down to 13. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Flowers. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Jackson. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
And Pollard going to pick up a Cowboys first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This is a team needing to come out of this third quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores and hope to come back and win this game.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Here's third and a few inches. From the gun, Jackson. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. That third down conversion good for 23. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. An 11-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, this is Turpin. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. A give to Pollard running left. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
4th down, Prescott, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Back now in Arlington. Here's 2nd and 10. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Jackson's throw pulled in by Aguilar. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he's brought down. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Dobbins. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Hill. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They've been stopped twice at the 1. Can they finally break through on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw. Jackson. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Shoot. Sponge. No.
In motion left goes Cooks. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. 62 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So nothing doing there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Prescott now. Cooks on the quick slant. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Check back, 6. You don't want to. Hey, you don't want to see. 46. Check three.
Now Prescott. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. That second down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Mike 14. Mike 14. Get the ball.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Pollard will take it up the gut, and he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb. with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth-quarter deficit. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. And it's incomplete. And now we're down to 10 seconds. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well,